Going to make you full screen, and then it's going to tell me to not ask me if I would like to leave the meeting. No.
Hey everybody, welcome. It is Knit Night with Louise and Jocelyn. This is the beginning of the month. First Thursday of every month, Jocelyn and I are here chatting about our progress on what we did last month.
Pushed many buttons to be in this meeting.
That's right. Anyways, we're here. We are here. So we'll wait and we'll see who's going to pop in and join us tonight. Oh, Liz and Sally are the first ladies here. Hi, guys.
Hello.
So for anybody joining in or watching the replay, Jocelyn and I always pick 1, 2, 3, if you're Jocelyn, 4 things that we want to work on for the following month. Sometimes we say the F word and say we're going to have a finish. Sometimes we're just going to make good progress. Sometimes we're going to start. Jocelyn, you sometimes have like designing projects or spinning projects or a crochet project.
I'll throw all sorts of things in there.
Yeah. And then lots of times we, so the last half of the podcast, we have you guys voting on next month's what we should work on. So first part, a reminder of what we said our goals were going to be for the month of November.
Yep. And
it's always a total crapshoot because it's Jocelyn and I. What are we sitting at? 50-50, we'll say, give us the benefit of the doubt, 50-50 that we actually get
we gotta be somewhere around 50-50, 60-40, like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Sometimes we make it, sometimes we don't. That's a fairly even spread over the course of the year, what we managed to get accomplished.
Maybe we should actually keep track next year.
I volunteer someone else to do that. I'm busy.
I'm not.
Somebody else would like to keep track. Absolutely. Please keep me honest.
Or maybe we don't want to know. Or
maybe I'm not doing it.
Or maybe we do want to know. Maybe
oh no, I'd love to know. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah,
I'm totally honest about it. It's not happening. Guys, Asa keeps me honest about many things.
I know.
And she goes, am I not bugging you too much? I'm like, no, please. I won't. Somebody needs to. It's not going to be me.
Asa keeps a lot of us. Oops, what am I moving the
we need someone to. We need someone to.
Because I'm not very good about those things either, but that's kind of one of the things I'm going to try to be a little more updated on. Sorry. Okay. I'm not going to touch my screen anymore. My last.
Uh-oh. She froze on my side.
So I've got it charging. So, okay. So, hey, everybody, we got lots of people joining in.
Excellent.
So we have, is this somebody new? I don't remember seeing Elsgriff79. What is your name?
Welcome.
I'm not sure if you've been here before, if this is the first time, or maybe you've been in here once before.
It's the last check-in of the year. Our next check-in is in January.
That's crazy.
Is that nuts? Where did the freaking year go?
Well, see, and that's that's what I wanted to know. Like mid-month, are we going to do that, or are we going to?
Absolutely.
So we do. Okay, so
we're doing it mid-month.
But this is the actual mid-month is just a chit chat.
Yeah.
Just everybody joins in, how's your knitting, and we don't even talk or give any hints to us if we're working on our challenge projects or not. So. Okay, yeah, we'll have to look at the calendar. Haven't even looked to see what that Thursday is.
I am literally just writing I try to remember to write a monthly, this is where you could find me and Diana every month for the Patreon members. And I'm just writing December's now and realizing, wow, I have a lot on the go this December.
And you are somebody who doesn't do gift knitting, so December is
not really
kind of relaxed for you.
Yeah, I mean, I've still got some stuff I'm going to work on, and I've had a couple of last-minute requests: dishcloths, hot pads, like things that don't take me that long, so that's fine.
Yeah.
And my niece's boyfriend will be around for Christmas, so I'm going to make him a hat. So like, there's stuff floating around and doing, but she's 16 and he'll be 17 in February. I'm not checking in 6 months pre-Christmas. Anything could happen 6 months pre-Christmas. So
true. That's true.
16 and 17.
Yeah,
Heck, that statement's true at 30, never mind 16.
That's right.
So it's fine. And for something small, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. I don't
Perfect.
mind. So I mean, I do gift crochet and
Just doing
gift
it.
knit, but my mom, my sister, my niece all know it's vaguely when we agree for it to show up. And if it shows up
Yep.
anytime within that year, they're excited because I don't like deadlining that stuff. It's
I
just,
remember you saying that.
it sucks the joy out of it. So I don't do it. I don't do it. Like mom
Well,
wants
there
a
you go.
shawl, another summer cardigan, and a pair of socks. She doesn't care when they get to her, just so long as they do.
It's just over the year. They can just show up whenever.
They just show up whenever.
I like that.
So cool. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so remind us all, what were your projects you were going to work on, finish?
I had a finish and I got talked into a big progress on. So last month, I acknowledged that I was going to be in Edmonton. So I was going to be out of town for a week.
That's right.
Yeah. So I was only going to have the 2 last weeks of the month to work on the secret project. Because, I mean, I'm sure everybody here already knows, just in case you don't, my very first MCAL dropped today.
Yes.
So like I spent the first half of November finishing that. Or at least enough of it that I could do the last of the background work and not be in full-on panic mode.
Panic mode.
Finish all that wonderful, not fun part of designing.
Yes.
Writing, proofreading, formatting. Finish talking with testers, making last-minute changes.
Right.
You know, the joys.
All that, yes. All that
the joys of it all.
Stuff, but not the fun designing part.
Fun designing is not fun. It is not fun. Not my favorite part of the whole process. So I had 2 weeks. So I said I was going to do one thing, and somehow you talked me into two.
I have a feeling she's setting us up here for a
I didn't even touch the garter marler. That was the bonus project. Didn't even touch it.
Well,
I looked at the bag today and went, nope.
That's okay. That's okay.
And picked up my sock instead to work on. But I did say that I wanted to have my flat white finished. I wanted it to be an FO.
Yes.
So that was the big project to get done off the needles.
And
you have to talk about yours.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm getting all excited. I just want to know. Did you do it? Did you do it? So, okay. Yeah. So I had basically the same thing. I had a finish and a make progress. I had my Christmas magic heel socks.
Oh, right. Yes.
And that, and I don't know, for that, of course, was like this whole crazy mystery sock thing ended up being. So I've got an update on that.
Good.
So there was a finished pair of socks for me, my Christmas magic heel socks. That was to be finished. And then I was supposed to make progress on a shawl that I was doing. I said that I wanted to knit 1 ball out of 3 balls of worsted weight.
Yes.
Yeah. So those were
goals.
They were great goals. They were
guys have to remember on Sunday, I'm live with Diana. And me and Diana have a craft off challenge every month. And I've had the same 2 weeks to do that one too.
So maybe we...
this past month I acknowledged was going to be a push even for me to do anything.
Yeah. Well.
But I knew that going in. I acknowledged.
And, you know, the whole thing of this is just to be...
a little over the top.
Yeah, and inspiring. That because if you don't say you're going to do it, then you definitely aren't going to do it. And if you do bring it, you know, pull those bags out, then there's a chance that even if it gets an inch knit on it, is
progress is progress.
Exactly.
And it all counts.
Okay.
Even if you look at it, acknowledge it, it reminds you, you know, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? Is this a thing I gotta let go for now and look at it later? Like I've done that with some projects where I've gone, I like the pattern, but you know what? I'm not vibing it. And I don't keep it. I reclaim those needles, I reclaim that yarn, and we move on with our day.
Well, sometimes you got to do that.
You got to do. I know I'm
Feel
getting ready
free.
to do the state of the whip this month for my stuff, and I'm like, a lot of these things I'm going to talk about, I'm not keeping them as projects. I'm going to let them go.
And that is a good thing to know. And there's no
It is.
shame in that, right?
I know. I think I mean, you probably would find the same too. If you did a year-end whip tally of what you still got going, you'll
Yeah.
find a lot of those projects. You'd be like, you know what? I'm not feeling it. Let it go.
Exactly. Turn that yarn into something that you absolutely love and brings you joy.
Let
See,
it
yes,
go.
even one row is progress.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, so, and Amber says, as long as you tried. But then we've got Lynn's on the other side of the coin.
Uh-oh. I'm going to get lectured.
He's like, no excuses. You set the challenges.
Masker.
Oh, well. So, okay. So you did, so the one project you were going to make progress on, you didn't even touch.
Didn't even touch.
It's okay. You know, you thought about it.
Yeah. I even looked at the bag and said, nope.
You know where your project bag is. There's sometimes I
do.
can't
I've not misplaced my project bag with the project in it. No, I've not done that yet.
See, that's me. See, we set the bar pretty low here. So everything is practically a win. If you know where the bag is.
Head of the game. Head of the game, folks.
Okay, so let me show you my project.
Yes, because you were gonna finish a sock and a half, right? Because you were down to the heel for your first sock. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the sock yet. Well, let's hold on to the sock because it's a whole epic thing.
For any of you guys who are newer, haven't checked in the last month or bit, I caught a cold very early on in the season, and I have irritated my bronchial tubes, so I may cough all season. I got it checked out.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
They're mad, and it's not bad enough. It's not enough that they want to give me an inhaler for. They want me to try to heal the damage on my own because I'm not coughing so hard I can't breathe. I just cough every once in a while. Which is fine because I've had those inhalers and I would really love for them to never stop working.
Yeah, so you don't want to use them too much.
If I don't need it, I'm not going to use it just to not cough a month or two sooner. It's fine. I'll just cough. Gives me an excuse for more tea.
There you go.
So
all right. So yeah, Liz says knowing where the project is a win. Exactly.
It's just some days. Days.
Lynn is saying LOL sorry in capital letters, but
I feel like that's a sorry, not sorry.
I know, that's exactly. I'm not feeling a real sorry vibe to that.
That's a sorry, not sorry vibe.
I think it's a sorry, not sorry. That's what I'm feeling too. Okay, so my shawl, I wanted to get one ball of 3 knit.
Okay.
No. But
all right. It's very definitive.
this is ball number 1, and as you can see, it is still in a lovely cake. It is not knit into the shawl. But I did make some progress. This is, I don't know, over twice as big as it was. It was just basically the garter tab in, I don't know, 5 rows or something. It was just.
It wasn't a lot.
It was just itty bitty. It was just started. Yeah. So I've gone.
It was tiny.
And see, now I'm at the end of my 16-inch needle.
Uh-oh.
And so this is just a shawl, just a plain crescent shaped shawl with just pretty little eyelets for the increases every row, and just squishy garter stitch, just something.
Don't mind me, guys. I'm looking for something.
Okay, you look, I'll chat. So I just wanted something that I could just pick up, grab, and throw on. You know, just something every day. Like last night, Eric and I went out to the Christmas train, came to London.
I made me do it. Endless Summer's Adventures, the coffee shop shawl. All I know how to do is make shawls you pick up and go, huh, and go.
Well, that's what I want. And see, and I have some, well, I guess what I'm thinking, when I say a shawl to pick up and wear, I'm thinking something big, something that is actually going to keep you warm or big enough that will keep the sun off your shoulders in the summer when you're at the beach. Not a one
Why would you want to
skein.
keep the sun off your shoulders?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not a sun person. I
Oh,
like, I like,
I'm a sun person.
mm-mm,
Not
no,
heat though. I hate it when it's warm, but I like the sun.
I do like the sun. I
I
like
like the
being
sun.
in the sun if I'm in the shade.
Wow, that's
I like it being sunshiny
okay.
when I'm in the shade. So
Okay.
anyways, so yes, last night Eric and I went to see the Christmas train. So that was this train that comes into London. It was all
Yeah, it
covered
hits
with lights.
Manitoba
Does it come out that far
Saturday.
too?
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
it goes across Canada.
Okay, I wasn't sure because this is
Yeah.
actually the first time I had seen it. I've heard about
Doesn't
it.
it? Doesn't it go across Canada? It's been coming through Winnipeg for years.
Probably. I mean, what it should. Why wouldn't it? That would be
It's a
amazing.
very festive train. I've seen it a
Yeah.
couple of times. It's really cool.
I had never seen it. And so this is the whole little backstory of this. I
I'm making noise.
oh I worked a super, super long day yesterday. Like it's one of those days where you were so busy I didn't have lunch. I was
Oh,
coming home at 6:30 and so exhausted, like tired to the bone. And all I wanted to do was, just relax.
well,
And
that noisy bag didn't have what I wanted either.
Amber's
Keep
right. Okay.
talking.
So, anyways, I'm driving home and Eric calls me, my son calls me, and he is all excited. And he's like, Mom, guess what? And his staff had told him that the Christmas train was coming into London tonight, or like, well,
That night.
that night at 8:15 p.m. And I'm like, oh no. And he was
I
so excited. And then in my head, I'm mentally thinking, I've got time. I can go home. I can grab something to eat. I can get like warm clothes on. I can drive all the way across the city to pick him up and then drive back downtown. I'm like, we can do this. So we did. And you know what? It was really nice. It was the first time either one of us had seen the train, and he absolutely loved it. And
Excellent.
it was really good. It was super, super cold though. Like the wind was bitter cold, but we were able to see the train pull in, got to see all the lights. We did walk down to the main street where the street was all blocked off, and we heard a little bit of the band that was playing, and there was
Yeah.
people all around. It was lightly snowing. It was very Christmassy feel to it.
Beautiful.
And then I took him home. So it was fun. But I grabbed when I walked out the door. Normally I always grab my Orange Crush, my
Oh
two
yeah.
my two skein Orange Crush, because it's nice and keeps my shoulders warm. But this time I thought, oh, I'm gonna like change it up. And I grabbed my European road trip shawl.
Okay.
It's just a big, massive rectangle, basically.
Yeah.
So it was great. I just had it wrapped around my shoulders and it was great. And Amber says, because she saw a picture I posted on Facebook, and she's right. I did. I wore my Christmas Chronicles 2 beanie that our friend Nikki Knits designed.
Oh, beautiful.
So that's my go-to hat. I threw it on too. And so it was great. So anyways, that whole big long story is to say that this is what I want this to be, a 3 skein worsted weight shawl, something else that it's warm, right? You just pick it up, wrap it around, you can scrunch it around as a scarf, you can wrap it around your shoulders.
Sure.
That's what Lynn, you're reading Lynn's comment, his Christmas socks. No, I'm hoping maybe for Christmas Eve, Eric will be wearing his Christmas socks. Anyways, that's what I want this to be. So there is no pattern. I'm just like winging it. Like it's not really even a pattern, right? It's just a basic crescent shaped shawl, squishy garter stitch, fun eyelets, and I dyed the yarn.
Yeah, I had the urge to cast on a shawl like that. It has no name. Right now it's
Yeah.
called the shawl of no name. That's its title.
Yeah. So that's what and I think now just tonight as I was coming up here,
Yeah.
I grabbed a needle sizer because I wasn't sure. I need a bigger cord, right?
Yes.
But fingers crossed that this is the right size. It is. I am set.
Excellent.
All right, I can carry on.
Good.
I can carry on. So,
Good.
thank you. Love the golden mustard yellow. I love it too.
I noticed how she absolutely avoided talking about her sock.
I haven't talked about my selection. Okay, so now see, we both talked about our
One thing.
like our make progress.
Technically, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Turn. All right.
Are you ready to chat about your?
Yeah. My
Okay.
flat white. So I unpicked my neckline because they had you fold the neckline over and tack it down. And I didn't like it, so I unpicked it, put it on.
Yeah.
I like the neckline a lot better now.
Oh, that looks really, really nice.
So it's quite nice. And then I finished knitting the body of it. So all I had to do was all of this color work at the bottom.
That's gorgeous.
So we're done. Like, we're off the needles.
That's a done. That's a finish.
The second half was going to be to steek it, because I'm not afraid to cut my knitting, and make it a cardigan.
Yeah.
Then I put it on. This thing, without even trying, without measuring, without guesswork, is the perfect tunic length to wear with leggings.
So are you just going to leave it?
I'm going to leave it. That had not been my intention. My intention had been to make this a cardigan. And then I put it on and I immediately turned around and went, well, I can't tell anybody about this. So I phoned my sibling, because the sibling thinks very similar to me. And I said, okay, I'm sending you a picture of me because I have one bathroom mirror. It only does the top part of me. There are no other mirrors in this apartment. Why? I can't really see that well. Why in the world would I have a mirror? I have a smaller one that does magnification so I can do my makeup. That's it, guys. There's no full-length mirror in this apartment. There's no half-body mirror in this apartment. There's the wee one in the bathroom and an even smaller oval one for makeup. That's all I have.
You should fix that.
I probably should, but where am I going to? Like, I'd have to find one that hangs over the door to hang it over the door here in the office, because there is no floor space. My floor space is all spoken for.
Oh, that's what I would say. Yeah, to put it, on the back of a door.
Yeah. So, I mean, sure, at some point I'll probably do that. Instead, I took a photo of myself and sent it to my sister. and said, what do you think? Should I leave it or should I make it a cardigan? And she went, you're wearing that with a tank top underneath, aren't you? I'm like, well, yeah, I usually just wear sweaters with tank tops underneath. She's like, no, leave it for now. She's like, if you could wear it all day on Christmas, the tank top and leggings.
Yeah.
She's like, going from your apartment outside to my house, in my house, and go home again and you don't overheat. She's like, then it doesn't need to be steeked. She's like, if you can't, you get warm and you have to take it off, then you need to make it into a cardigan. And she's right. That's what I need to do, is I need to see if it's something that can function as is, or if I need to finish the alterations to it. So for the moment, we are a finished item. Because
I like that. And that's very
wear it and I don't melt.
Very smart.
There's no point in steeking it. I don't need to. I do need to weave in two ends at the top and end at the bottom, but that's nothing. So
you can wear a sweater. You can wear a sweater with all the ends woven. I know that firsthand.
I do that all the time. Then if I do that around my sister, she tugs on the ends and goes, hey, you forgot something. Sibling.
Picky people. Okay, so I gotta read all these. Oh, hey, Nikki. Oh, did Jocelyn something besides the flat white? No, because she didn't work on anything else.
Look at that color.
Oh no, which one? Yeah, the flat white. This is the flat white.
This is the flat white. Yeah. So it's actually it's a top-down yoked cardigan, colorwork yoked cardigan, and this is the colorwork that's included with the cardigan. It's just supposed to be the sweater. It's just supposed to be at the top. It's called the flat white sweater. Mm-hmm. All I did is add a repeat of the snowflake chart at the bottom.
Yeah, I like that.
And then but it just, if it had been just a touch too long or a touch too short to be that perfect tunic length, I would have steeked it no problem. But because we just hit the right length.
And I like your sister's idea, right? Just wear it once and then see.
I'll know. Yeah, if I get through all Christmas and I'm not itching to take it off because I'm too warm, then I'm fine. And I don't need to do anything with it. And I can just leave it as is.
So you've got everybody loves the sweater. Lynn says she loves the sweater. Oh, Lynn.
It's
oh,
Knitpicks Wool of the Andes. So like it's got wonderful stitch definition and a wonderful not superwash feel to it.
Mm,
Yeah, so I'm very
okay.
excited. I have leftovers too, so it's not like I can't do something with the leftovers and leave a ball behind if I end up doing the button band. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you've got your set. So Lynn Taylor, she said she loves the sweaters, and she said, yeah, the flowers are beautiful on the bottom. Is the top the same? So yeah, it had the same flowers around the top, plus the other little detail. And Woolen says gorgeous sweater. Sally says gorgeous.
yeah, color work and worsted.
Are the middle of the flowers yellow?
No, it's all white.
It's all white. Okay.
It's all white.
Okay, so it must have just been your screen.
Yeah, there's some color correction going on my screen to help
so
compensate for my light colors.
Beautiful. Yeah. Very, very well done. Very well done.
So super good. Will I wear it right now? No, guys, I'm under recording lights. It's quite warm.
Yeah. So you'll have to tell us that in January then, how you made it over Christmas wearing it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
What the final verdict is. Is it staying or is it being steeped?
Steeped, yeah. I'll know after Christmas. Well, okay, when Christmas Day happens for me, which is not Christmas Day, but before we meet up in January. So perfect. That's what
this says no ball left behind. Sounds like a t-shirt. It does, doesn't it? Okay, look. Now it looks a little bit bigger, doesn't it?
Oh, well, it's much nicer if you can spread it out along a cord. Hey?
Yeah, can actually see how it looks. And I like these really nice big double, they're just big yarn overs. Love them. Okay.
So one success, one but the meh was progress making anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's right. That's all right. Everything's a win around here, really.
It was my bonus stretch goal. I didn't make it to the stretch goal. Whatever.
Okay, so my socks. Most of you will have heard this story many times. But it's just so amazing that we're just going to talk about it one more time. My magic heel socks.
Yes.
You guys are all so good because this was the sock that so remember I had a part sock. Yes. And I was working on it and I finished it. And then I had this little tiny bit of the yarn left over. This doesn't make sense because it's not enough to do a second sock. And then I thought, well, are these balls only 50 grams? And I thought, no, that's not right. So we were talking about it like a few different places on the Fiber Friends podcast, my Monday night.
It was a big thing.
And I know. And so everybody's chiming in like, what is going on? Did I cut the yarn? Like, was there a knot in it? And I cut the yarn and the other part ball is somewhere. And then a couple people they're like looking back through Instagram and videos and I think it was like November 21st last year. They said you showed the magic heel sock and but we never saw it again. So this is magic heel sock. So this is the yarn Cascade Heritage Prints.
Yes.
So I started this last Christmas. And Liz says that's why I should use project bags. I know. They start out in a project bag and then I take them out so I can so I did the magic heel, so which is just a nice ribbed section. And I finished the sock. So I finished this like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I finished this.
Yeah.
And oh, Amber, I'm reading comments as I'm chatting. Amber says, Louise, you'll be so happy about the Christmas cotton. That must have been from at Little Red Mitten. Oh,
excellent.
It's so nice. It reminds me of like crushed peppermint bark.
Oh,
that'd
be pretty.
So we'll see what oh, Nikki says Louise Knitpick sells clear project bags. Ooh. I might maybe need to order about 50 of them for next year.
Oh.
So anyway, so I had this, and then I was like, it was a mystery. Like, I'm like, do I have a finished sock? Do I have part of a ball left over? But I had another whole ball of this. So at some point I liked this well enough that I bought it twice. So I thought, well, that's no problem. Whatever I did, I've got another ball. I can make another sock. So I will have a pair. And then somebody left me a message and they're like, no, Louise, no. That sock back in last November, that was a different sock. So, and then a few people were saying, you have a finished sock somewhere that you
Oh
finished
my
last year.
word.
And then other people chimed in and they're like, well, how do you know it's not the same sock she just finished? Maybe that was a sock she started last November, did half of it, and then I picked up that part sock this November,
Possible.
finished it. And then somebody else is chiming in, they're like, no, the ribbing is different. And so they're like, there was a finished sock, Louise.
Did you just randomly have a finished sock somewhere?
So I was doing a little looking around because up until like a week or so ago, I had the sock that I finished just a little while ago. And I'm like, I have no idea where this, if I have a finish. Like, I was super excited that I was going to have a finish and not know it. And I'm like, I don't know where it is. Well, then I'm like on this big, because it's like Christmas, right? And I have to get ready to host a Christmas dinner. So that means serious cleanup, right?
Yeah.
Well, doing a little cleanup, and what do I find?
Your sock.
A finished sock. So, oh my gosh, look at my toes. I have no idea what I was doing. These socks, I don't care. I'm going to put them on. I'm going to wear them. But anyways, they're socks. They're done. But this one here, I don't know. I did this kind. I've got this many toe stitches. This one here, I guess I figured it was the right length, and I just ended in kitchen stitched it. So there is a finished pair. So this is exactly what not to do. Well, unless you really don't care. But anyways, okay, my whole advice is start your socks and finish them.
I believe this is the prime do as I say, not as I do sort of situation.
Exactly. Don't lose your socks. Don't forget how you finished the toe. I mean, who cares? They're done. This is like a huge major win. And I only had to knit half a sock to get my finish that I wanted. I had no idea I already had one sock done, you guys.
You so got rescued by everybody in the thread.
I know. Well, it was fantastic. So I have a finished pair of socks. And yeah, I apparently have a couple ends that I haven't woven either. But I know. So now I can wear them and actually test out what I think of the Magic heel. So yeah, I have a finish. It was anyways, I have a pair of socks. I'm going to wear them all this month, and they're going to be fantastic. Whether or not they absolutely match is like
whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Not even worried about that. They are done. And you were absolutely right. The cuffs are totally different. So I can't remember who was the smart, observant person out there, but you were right on the ball. So, oh my gosh, are they even the same length? They are pretty close to the same length, minus that bit.
Yeah.
If I'd kept doing a few more decreases, they would have been the same. So anyways, I will wear them. I will post pictures of me wearing these and absolutely loving them.
I'm wearing Asa socks.
Are you?
She sent me a care package. There was a bunch of socks in it.
Well, she just like whips out socks like crazy. Well, that's fantastic that she's sharing them.
Yeah.
That's
I'm so excited. So excited. I'm already missing one sock because Faye just run off with it, so I don't know where she's taking it. It'll show up eventually. They always do.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
my cat, she likes Norway wool.
Norway wool is wonderful.
I don't blame her.
I would say we did a wonderful job again this month.
We did.
We both got a finish.
Yeah. Well, one of us made progress.
I made progress. But
I could have today, guys. I chose not to.
Yeah, whatever. You worked on a sock that made you happy, but you finished a sweater.
I did.
That like gets double points for finished sweater.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to go back here and actually read what's going on in the chat here.
Absolutely.
So
I'm just working on my sock.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, did I miss anything back here? Let me see.
I mean, I almost finished one sock a month in the month of November, which for me is pretty fast sock living.
Yeah. So Liz said, "Oh, Liz is telling me I am doing this incorrectly." So when I said that I put my project in a bag and then partway through I take the project out because I want to use that project bag for something else, and she's like, "No." You leave them in the bag unless you frog it.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
Finish your frog.
Oh, I was wrong. Amber got her Christmas yarn out. She got cotton sock yarn at Walmart.
Oh.
What?
Okay, well, we need to have photos of that in the Facebook group.
Yeah, post some of that in the Fiber Friends group, Amber, because
photos of that in the Facebook
I'm going out shopping tomorrow. And not that I really need to see a picture because Christmas sock yarn. Have I ever met a Christmas sock yarn that I do not like?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think there is such a thing. So, oh, Sally says freezer bags work well too, and you won't feel about writing on them. You know what, Sally? I don't know if I have anything right now, but that's, yeah, that's what I've resorted to now because all my nice fancy projects are filled with projects that aren't done. So I have started pulling out some Ziploc bags that I can reuse, and I'm not a big plastic person. Like that's one of the things I've talked about before is that I really want to make a conscious effort to use less plastic. But these, I feel like I'm going to use them often enough and for multiple projects. It's not they're going to get used a lot before I toss them. So
I use the large Ziploc bags to store sewing patterns.
Oh yeah.
Once you've pulled them out and cut them, because they just don't go back into their envelope very well. So rather than breaking or damaging the envelope, I store them in the Ziploc bag and sew the bag up. But
that's a good idea.
Not and for my spinning projects, but not really for my knitting or crochet projects.
Oh really? Well.
Yeah.
And that, interesting how people have different.
I tend to use my knitting project bags or my swag bags, like the bags that you get when you do things or go places and enter competitions or get stuff for going somewhere. Like I got this for attending an event at the CBC one year.
Mm-hmm.
So like these are the bags I tend to use.
Yep. I'm good with any kind of bag, really. I mean,
or collapsible fabric boxes if they're a blanket project.
Yes, when you need something big, that's always good too, right? Oh, Susanna's having computer trouble.
Oh no, that's not good.
Oh yeah, so she's trying to watch us on her phone, so I'm not sure if Val says worth it. So so I think Susanna's saying she's trying to watch us on a tiny screen and she's like, oh, is this worth it or should I just rewatch it later? And Lynn and Val are like, sure, it's worth it. You can visit with us.
Yeah. I do it for the Monday night check-ins. I'm usually on my phone.
Yeah.
Which means I have to rewatch you later on YouTube to see what you're doing, but it's much easier to do chat on the phone for me.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I tend to do.
Oh, okay. Susanna, nope. She's like, I'll be back. Hopefully on the computer, not on the phone. So yeah, it wasn't worth it for her. And that's fine. That's fine. If it's going to drive you bonkers, then don't do it.
Don't do it.
We are all about doing what makes you happy here, right? If it's working on the challenge project, you technically should do. If that doesn't do it for you, no, pick up a sock, right?
Pick up a sock.
Yes, that's right. So watching on the phone, if that's just driving you bonkers,
don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Oh,
Yeah, so I got, a lot of people are like, yes, yes, I've got a finished pair of socks. I know,
look, it's a
I
really
know.
fat kitten. Make
Oh
my
my
face out of
gosh,
frame.
that's awesome. Oh my goodness, I love
St-
that marker.
Chunky kitten. Thick kitten.
See, Amber's saying, we all told you you had a finished sock. I know, well, I couldn't, I didn't
mean,
want to believe
I
it,
I
that
didn't, but
I wanted to have a finished sock, but I like, really? I'm not going to believe it till I see it, kind of thing, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So I keep my sock projects in Ziploc baggies clear so I can see what's in them. Super inexpensive. I'm a thrifty soul. Well, exactly. I figure I shop both ends. I do
I
the
love I love my $80 knitting project bag, my Hello Bees bag. I want like 6 more in
yeah.
different pattern fabrics. Oh, I love it. I love a knitting project bag and a crochet. I just yes.
See,
So much yes.
I'm both ways, right? Like I've got a lot of my needlecraft bags and I love them. But yet then next thing you know, I'm pulling out something that's in a Ziploc freezer bag. So
I'm the kind of person when you open my backpack, because I don't, or my purse, all of my little things are organized in their own little baggies in different fabric styles and colors. So you open up the inside of my bags, they're organized in bags in the bag. Like that's just who I am. That's
yeah.
what I like to
Yep.
do. Yeah.
Well,
I
Liz,
know I'm weird and my life would be easier if I just used Ziploc bags. I am aware.
well, you do what you like, right?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, Liz says, of course, I'm shopping tomorrow, but I'm actually, I'm going, it's more my friend who is on a mission. She's got like a list in the store she knows she wants to go to, and she just wants to get all of her shopping done tomorrow so she doesn't have to go near a store the rest of the month.
That's
And
fine.
I'm just kind of tagging along to see what I can find. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll hit a Walmart or even a yarn store. I'm not even sure. Well, we'll see. I mean, there's always a good possibility, but we'll see what happens. So, but
I am
hopefully
I am
any
not a
of,
Santa's helper. I'm not a if my mom wants to order things online, she ships them here this time of
yeah,
year. And I wrap them for her. But I think this year her and dad are purchasing most of them in person and then bringing them down
okay.
with them. So I have next to no responsibilities in that department this year, and I kind of like it that way.
That's not too bad at all. Oh,
I'll
Cindy
take it.
popped in.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Merry, happy, bah humbug. We
Oh,
cover it all.
so, okay, so Amber's, so it's not even sock yarn. So somehow she thought, because you said cotton, and I just immediately went to the cotton sock yarn because I did not buy that. So obviously it is still stuck in my head that I'm regretting not buying it because that's
Okay.
immediately what I went to. But no, so she said it's just Bernat Handicrafter so she can do some spa cloths, which is also wonderful because those are always great gifts, right? Everybody likes those are great hostess gifts and just tuck them in with everybody's gifts.
Oh yeah, I use the
Oh,
handcrafter cotton for the hot pads and dishcloths.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
great. It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
good cotton for that. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love this. It's
Yeah.
my favorite. It's what I use the most.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Liz is saying, yep, that's right. So she's agreeing with you, Jocelyn. There's so many free tote bags that are given as handouts. Exactly. Use them because why not?
Use,
Right?
yeah.
Sally says she puts all of her whips into a large Cheryl tote. So on my needle crafts.
Yeah,
Maybe keep them all on one shelf, Louise. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping you can't see like so but just past down here, just off like
Screen.
here. Can you see? I can't see myself, but
No.
right, yeah, here on.
No, your arms disappeared.
Yeah. Where you can't see down there is actually empty. Oh, I do. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Ziploc bag, and there's 2 projects in there. Oh, this is another
It'll help.
shawl.
She's gonna have to start dropping like little 8x11 sheets of paper in it with listing what projects are in there.
I know, Halloween socks that I didn't do. Yeah. Anyways, so it is sitting on more shelves down here, and that's what I would like to do is to have them.
If you ever get brave,
Yeah,
and do a whip parade.
I might do that. I might do that.
Feel free to call it State of the Whip. It's what me and Diana call ours.
Yeah. Yes.
Please
Well,
borrow the title, should you so desire.
okay, I may just do that.
And we do one every year at the end of the year. It's because we're live in December.
Yeah.
So we'll be every Sunday except for Christmas Day. That'll be the Monday for that week. So on the Wednesdays, we update everybody as to our whips.
Right.
And because we do it once a year, we have to justify whether or not to ourselves and to everybody else, whether we're keeping it, frogging it, or we finished it. So like both of us right now are looking at our whips going, no, yes, and oh my God, how long have I been working on this?
I know. Well,
which is important. It's a good way to keep track. I think I'm getting her mohair merino medley. I think she's bringing it to me in January for me to work on because I want to work on it, but I don't want to keep it.
Oh, well, that's a good deal.
And I was like, yeah, bring it in.
You get the fun of knitting it and then give it back to her.
And then I can give it to her because I don't want it. Yeah. So I absolutely said I would do that for her. But yeah, so it's like right now, everything's in motion because I'm currently looking at all my whips going, no, really. Am I going to want, like, do I want to talk about you anymore? And for a chunk of them, the answer is no, I don't. So I'm frogging them. They're going.
Well, then
they're not bringing me joy anymore. You might find it handy.
Well, yeah, I probably should. But see, when I pulled that bag out and I saw those first two projects, my first instinct was, oh, yes, I love them. So
I don't think there'll be a lot of frogging in your thing, but it would be a really good anchor point for everybody who monitors you to know how much you've got going on.
I know.
We have a visual record.
Well,
which also doesn't hurt, by the way. It doesn't hurt to have a visual record somewhere of these things.
It doesn't. And I think we talked about, December 1st kind of snuck up on me because I was going to get your MCAL pattern.
You still can. It's day one.
I still can because it is day one. So I'm still not behind.
To quote Diana, wow, those clues look very approachable. If Diana's saying that, then I did good.
Okay.
I did good.
So
I was worried. She's cast it on. I know neither one of the two of us are super fast knitters. We're not. Okay. We're very normal paced knitters.
Yeah.
She finds it approachable. I'm like, yeah. I did most clues in the evening. So like an evening amount of time for each clue, roughly.
Okay.
So like it's not too bad. And if I needed to cram 2 clues into one day or 3 clues into one day, that was a full weekend day.
So you could catch up. Okay.
So you could do the catch up. Yeah.
Okay. Because I might need to do that right off the bat.
Yeah.
We'll see. Because I think did we not talk about Monday night? Asa came up with this. Oh, actually, I think it was Saturday. No, Monday, Saturday. I don't know.
It might have been Saturday.
About me doing, instead of an advent, that doing like pulling out one of my whips and working on that.
Yeah.
For every day.
Yeah. I mean, it's the 1st of December and I wanted to see if I could do a sweater in 2 weeks on the 1st of December while I do everything else.
Yeah.
So like I've pulled out my super bulky yarn that I have. I need to double check the yardage I have on that. And then I'm literally looking at bulky patterns when we're done this. And I'm casting out a bulky weight sweater tonight because I want to wear that yarn and I'm tired of it hanging around, not doing anything. So I'm just casting it on.
Well, I might just do now. I think, okay, so we've got time is what you're saying. You're going to
I mean, and it doesn't have to be minis because it's like,
oh, for your MCAL doesn't need to be minis.
No, you could just use full skeins. You just need the same amount of yardage that the shawl pattern calls for. So if you want to have it in fewer colors, you can have it in fewer colors.
Ooh.
You can have it all in one color if that's what you want. If you really like monochrome, and then all the texture and lace patterns show up great because you've got the one solid color running through it. It doesn't need to be 24 individual minis. You can just go add it up and divide that by your full skein amounts till you have the right amount. You can have a fewer number of colors. It's absolutely doable. Oss is doing it with fewer colors.
I'm looking at my sock yarn right now.
Yeah. Like it's super manageable to do that sort of flip and switch. Guys, it's not, let's be honest, it's my first one. I am no Stephen West. It is not complicated. I'm learning how to do an MCAL.
Yeah.
So I stuck to the KISS method of doing things, the keep it simple, stupid method.
But
and I did that for a reason.
But there's nothing wrong with that, because then that's a little more doable.
It was manageable. And this is my first go at it. So like, you're gonna guess the shape pretty quickly. It's not gonna be that big of a mystery. And I told you it was a shawl, and I told you it's Jocelyn sized.
That's good, because it's big, because that's what I was just talking about, right?
It's big.
Okay.
But yeah, it like, one of my testers did it on a minis. She just collected all on her own in a main skein. Also did hers by just getting the appropriate amount of yarn that the pattern called for yardage wise in a shorter number of color variations, because that's what she wanted. And I'm doing mine with an Advent mini, or I did mine with an Advent mini, if we're honest about it. I know the MCAL's running, but like, I'm done, if that makes sense. Yeah,
well, you had to pre-knit it.
Yeah, on top of all the samples. Oh, so many samples. Where it was just the stitch pattern samples put together beside each other and laid out on my coffee table for like a month and a half on end, while I was like, no. So much work, and I couldn't talk about any of it. I still can't really talk about any of it because it's ongoing now. So
well, this we can say about your MCAL, because Jen just left a message and she said it's great knitting. I loved it, Jocelyn.
It was fun. Poor Jen thought she was probably bugging me. She's one of the best testers I've ever had. Also, I can't keep up with her, so I gotta make sure like that when she gets things, my final version is done off the needles, because she's gonna catch me real fast.
She's so speedy. That's right. Yes, Amber saying yes. I mean a whip Advent, and it's not too late because it's still the first. After we're done here,
it's the first day.
I could do something like a whip.
I'm not emailing everybody every day, because I hate when that people do that to me. I hate it. The capital letter nerd rage, hate it. So like, you're only getting an update every 3 days. So if you've got something that's happening in that 3-day period, you've got wiggle room.
You got time. I like that too, because if there was a little bit every day, I mean, there would be just no way I could do that.
You would get annoyed at your emails. You wouldn't want to open them.
Well,
because I'd be there.
See, and that part wouldn't bother me, because if I'm really excited about something, then I actually look forward to daily emails. But I know I wouldn't. I would get behind if it wasn't every day.
It feels so like I did, because I tried the gnome one last year, like the gnome mystery one, and you got the update every day, and I fell behind pretty quickly. Just the idea of having to open up 2 or 3 emails felt daunting, and I didn't want to do it. It wasn't, it just felt daunting. So I didn't want to do it. 7 days is too much, guys. 7 days of a daily Advent, that was too long to wait. So we're trying the 3-day thing. We'll see how it goes.
No, I think that's a good compromise in there. Definitely.
Plus, I mean, really, Clue 1's got the fudge recipes, so
ooh.
You buy that tonight here at Walmart tomorrow, you can pick up the things you need
and make fudge for the weekend. I like that, actually. I could see myself doing that. Could see myself doing that.
I know. I typed out the recipe, and then I was like, fudge, and then I left the computer and I made some. Yeah. And my mom called. She's like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "Making fudge." She's like, "Why are you making it now?" I'm like, "Because I was just writing the recipe out." And she's like, "Oh, yes, that happens to me too." Yes, I know.
I'm still looking at my stock yarn here, and I've got 2.
It's totally doable.
that I know I could use because I don't think they don't have nylon in it. They were ones that I grabbed quickly at one point without
Okay.
actually looking at them. Then I got home and realized there was no nylon, and I'm like, okay, this is not going to be for socks. It's got to be shawl.
Yeah, well, yeah, because if your sock yarn doesn't have nylon, like the twist has to be intense.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
just like no. So I just thought no, it's just going to be. And
Whereas
then
the superwash needs the nylon because there's no way to twist it enough to make it intense.
I've got 2 shades of blue. I wonder if that would work.
It would get you part of the way there.
And then okay, so that may work. I think
So
it's doable.
you
I
can
think
stash dive.
I
It's not
think I
hard.
could. I think I could do it from stash.
Yep. Most people can. Like,
I've got some pink. I could add pink if I wanted to. I don't think I want to add pink.
I use the because I'm using the Advent, the main color is a full 100 grams and it pops in every day
Okay.
to give you different stripes and
Okay.
different sections to section each of your days off. So
Ooh.
you could tie one color in or a contrast color in and then have like a rainbow range or a
Yeah.
monochrome color range if you wanted to.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, I'm gonna think about that. Then I'll have to go. But yes, I think a whip parade, that would be kind of a fun way to end the year, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, we enjoy doing it every year because it just, for us, it's like, okay, what is in Dinah's case, the bucket of doom?
Bucket of doom. Yeah.
What does she literally have on her needles rather than going, she thinks she knows what everything is? We have a very clear video memory of it that we can go, oh, right.
All right. Well, maybe I will do that. Maybe I will do a little. Yeah, I have to think now. I'm like, okay, yes, how will I do that? Instagram live, record something, put it on YouTube.
We do it on YouTube just so that it's there for everybody to see
Yeah,
forever.
that's what
Yeah.
I think. Maybe I'll just do a quick
Yeah.
little 5-minute video or something.
It'll be longer than 5 minutes.
I know. Maybe I can keep it at 5 minutes. Maybe
Nope.
or 10, 15,
Nope.
15 max.
Sure.
15.
I've seen you try to go through things quickly. I'm voting an hour, hour and a half.
No, because I don't, because then I gotta upload it. I don't want to go through all that. I mean, I guess I could just do a YouTube live every night, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Or record if I'm not going to be around. Okay.
Or if you break your projects down into sections, like
Yeah.
small things, medium things, big things, and then just do 3 YouTube lives whenever you've got the opportunity to sit down and do them. And just do that.
I know.
Guys, we should vote on what I'm working on this month.
That's right. We should move on to that. I'll think about how I'm going to do this whip thing because I've got like 3 hours left to do this.
It was pointed out to me that technically the purpose of these whip challenges that I do is to work on whips. I feel like it's not in the spirit of randomly casting on for fun. So do we vote on 2 blanket whips that are currently in progress, or do we vote between, I'm not doing both, like I'll do either blankets I've already started, or do we vote on blankets I've not yet started to start this month? Like, are we whipping or are we casting on? Which sounds wrong.
I know. I've got whips. I'm doing whips. Whip Wednesday, Amber says, yes. Oh, lives are a good idea, Sally said.
Yeah, well then we can all be here and chat with you while you do it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I think you should go for blankets that are already started.
Blankets that are already started?
Yes.
Is that our consensus?
Is that what everybody else thinks? Oh, take as long as I like for my whips. Everything. Yeah, you want to see what I've got. Whipping, whipping.
I mean, even if you get it down to like 5 minutes per project, it adds up.
Well, if I was going to do it as an advent, then it should be like 10 or 15 minutes a day, show a project. Maybe I could work a couple of like 5 minutes on it while we're.
But I could cast on.
Okay, so you want to cast on.
Work on whips.
Work on whips. Sally says whips for sure. Whip it
Boy.
good. Oh my gosh. It wasn't, what was that? An 80s song? What song was that?
Whip it good. Yes, it was.
Yeah. That should be our theme music. Can we put music on YouTube without it being like a whole royalties issue?
It depends on the music, but yes, you can. I spend not an insignificant amount of time looking for royalty-free music to use in our videos.
Oh my gosh.
Fine. We'll work on a whip.
You guys, you know what I could do? You know what I could do during the live, except it may not be super exciting. I could pull out a whip.
Phone.
We could talk about it. I could knit a couple of rounds. I could have my phone ready or something, and I could put it into Ravelry.
You could.
And then somebody said yes, and then I could put it in a project bag. Yeah, then I could keep track of it. Sally, she's always counting down first. 23 days, 4 hours. Yeah, those 4 hours are important.
No, they're not. You need to be done before you get there.
Yeah, but I never am.
I was talking to my sister about her blanket because she knows she's getting one. I'm like, I'm working on your blanket, kid, but because I call my sister kid or sibling. It's just her nickname. So I could work on my Jelly Roll blanket.
Ooh, yes.
I could work.
Sam, yes, I saw you saying hello to everybody.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam. I could work on my crochet granny square fingering weight Battenberg blanket. I don't know where the little squares have gone, but I've already done. I can't find them. That's what I was looking for earlier. Or I could, oh my goodness, I have no grip of these socks. They're such good socks.
Okay.
Or I could put progress on the quilt.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, you guys, are you getting ready here? What should she do?
I could do more work on a patchwork granny square marled quilt kind of pattern. So it's like I got big patchwork squares and little patchwork squares for my niece. So there's a couple of options in the whipped pile.
Well, Liz has already voted for Jelly Roll.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, Sally says Granny Square Battenberg.
Okay. I'm only working on one. You're not talking me into a second one.
One blanket.
One blanket. Blankets are big projects. Even to have progress, it's a commitment.
So this is
not tiny.
This is just progress, right? You're not.
No,
okay, progress.
No. Then I said the Jelly Roll. That's all I have done.
How are you going to judge progress?
Is like half a dozen squares.
Like a
depends on where the blanket is. So like in the case of like the quilted one, if I got through what I've got left of the yarn, because I need to buy more of this gray and I need to buy more of the Aran tweed.
Okay.
And I haven't been able to find it when I've had money for it. But things like the Jelly Roll blanket, I'd want to have 2 or 3 strips done. Like I want to be at the point where I can go.
Right.
I've percentage wise, I've done 10 to 15% more of this blanket than I've had finished before. But like the bulky weight marled one, I probably wouldn't be happy till I was nearly finished, if not finished, because the bulky crochets up so fast. Because that bulky crochet is on a 9mm hook.
Ooh, that's good.
So if it's the bulky, I could conceivably be done 80 to 90% of the blanket in a month. But the Jelly Roll, like maybe 15-20%. Maybe.
Right. Okay, well, let me see what else. Oh, yes, Sam, I saw that your wrist was really bothering you. That's too bad. I was hoping that it was going to get a little bit better since you were kind of taking a break. Nikki says, I think the quilt one, because it looks cozy for winter. The Jelly Roll is a good one for summer blanket knitting.
That's cute. You think I sleep under a blanket in the summer?
But it's lighter weight for you to knit on in the summer.
Well, except everyone's going to tell me don't work on blankets in the summertime.
Oh, well, don't listen to those crazy people. Amber says the quilted one. Oh, Nikki says, or if yarn is an issue, I would say the bulky one.
The bulky one has got like those 2 boxes back there. That's all scrap worsted
Oh,
acrylic to hold together to make that bulky blanket.
you guys, poor Liz. She says her lip is trembling. No one else is voting Jelly Roll. Liz, you stand firm with your decision.
Your choice.
That's right. Even if you are the only one, maybe you were only the only smart one. Who knows, right? Don't worry. I think Jelly Roll would be fun too, but I do kind of see the idea of doing bulky now and then keeping a lighter weight one for later in the spring.
Now, the Jelly Roll has the added benefit of being transportable and a non-thinking.
Oh,
so it's got
those tidbits.
I mean, Liz is on a roll with that one. I am more likely to carry it with me when I go places and work on it in the downtimes, like before bed when I wake up in the morning while I'm waiting for, food to cook and stuff. Yeah. I am more likely to pick something like the Jelly Roll up because I can pick it up and put it down because it's just garter. It's just garter.
Yeah. Well, hi, Sherry. Sherry's Jelly Roll.
Liz is not alone now.
Sally says, sorry, Liz. I don't like the Jelly Roll blanket. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? I think we're frozen. Oh, Jocelyn, are we back?
Mostly, I can hear you. I don't see your screen moving, so I'm hoping the video catches up in a second.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it. It's a thing that happens.
Yeah, sometimes, yes. Anyway, so did you hear me? So Sally said, I don't
Sally doesn't like the Jelly Roll.
No, she's like, sorry, Liz, don't like it. Liz or Sherry is being sneaky. She's voting twice for Jelly Roll.
Sherry, you cheater. She's the one in the mod chat who was like, this thing is for whips. Just ruining all of my cast on fun.
She is just too reasonable.
Yeah.
Amber says, oh, Liz, now I'm thinking for the kids' song. Oh, what's that saying? Oh, yeah, the cheese. Liz said the cheese stands alone. That's right. Isn't that like the farmer in the dell, the farmer in the high area, the farmer in the dell. Oh my gosh, I haven't thought of that song in a long time. I'm gonna have to think of all these new songs again come springtime. Anyways, what else? Okay, so is the Jelly Roll catch up here now that Liz was sneaky because she just had to say like, oh, poor me, nobody's voting for me, and then now she's got, oh, Liz, I'm so sorry, let's all vote for Jelly Roll.
there are benefits to the bulky marled granny square and the Jelly Roll, and the biggest of them is that they don't require any thought. They are a pick up and go. Now the bulky one is not really transportable, but I don't really go anywhere. So the last of my specialist appointments for doctors was this week. So in theory, unless I fall down and have to go to the emergency room, which is a total possibility, it is a thing I do fairly often.
No.
Oh, at least twice a season for me. I fall a lot. It's a part of the going blind process. So
I know. Okay, but then
I tend not to panic you guys. Yeah, I tend not to panic you guys by like telling you how often I injure myself, but the emergency room nurses know me by my first name.
I know.
When I walk in.
We used to be that way with Eric too. I know. But yeah. Okay, so what are we doing? So Liz says go for no thought. Hey, Mary. Or just start the Hexie Puff blanket.
No. See? I don't like the Hexie Puff blanket. I don't like it.
Oh, I like the Hexie just because it's fun. Jen says she votes for bulky.
Okay.
So which one are we?
You're not talking me into both. You're not talking me into both.
Bulky. Okay, that was Jelly Roll, Jelly Roll. Oh yeah, Nikki says, yeah, don't talk about falling. Nikki's like, it's still causing her problems since I fell in February. I know. It was all ice here today. Oh, it was so slippery.
Offended at how much money I just dropped to get a foot brace made.
Oh.
Offended.
Oh, Sally says she prefers a crochet blanket. And Susanna says, yeah, that's what happens to me right now. I'm slipping and falling. Actually, slipped and turned my knee, hurting. Oh,
yeah, it's
cool.
I mean, right now it's the time of year for it to happen, but I need to get new boots because I feel the ground when I walk. So I need a lot of flexibility in my shoe wear, and winter boots generally don't have it. So in the last couple of years, as my vision has been going through a slide, it's actually getting quite actively worse very quickly on me again. I need to save up so that I can buy a more flexible pair of winter boots to reduce the amount of falling that I'm doing.
Right.
But the amount of falling that I'm doing is why I just bought the foot brace, which is why I can't buy the better shoes. You know what I'm talking about. Your son probably has the same problems with disabilities and exactly how much money we don't have for basics. Never mind extras.
I know. I bought him his winter boots this year, a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, if my parents were as amazing as they were, it would not be pretty.
Yeah.
It would not be pretty. Yeah.
Well, I think Jelly Roll is ahead by a vote here.
Jelly Roll? Okay.
Yeah. Does anybody quickly type? Jelly Roll is it? Like going once? Oh, Lynn says Jelly Roll. Mary says Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll it is. There you go, Liz, you won.
Bam, like that. Final. It's official.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Look at that, Liz.
The quilted one is pretty, but I do have to sit and think about it when I'm working on it.
Okay, Jelly Roll. I need to write this down.
You do like making notes.
Okay, Jocelyn. Okay, yep, I'm gonna get rid of last month's.
I don't even have my first stripe done, so I'm just aiming to get as much of it done as I can. So like if I can come back in January and have like 2 or 3 stripes, like bed length stripes, I'm doing great.
Okay, I'm writing that down. 2 or 3 stripes. Okay. Autocorrect is wonderful. Okay, so what do you is that your one and only?
That's it.
Anything else? Not a sock? Nope.
Well, think about it.
Good.
I have the podcast anniversary starting on the 1st of January. Our fall equinox ends on the 21st. The 21st is the winter solstice, which is my Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I might do a Christmas Day cast on. I might do a New Year's Eve cast on. And I want to work on a bulky wink sweater this month. And I've got the MCAL running. So like I already have plenty on my plate. Plus whatever secret crafting is chosen.
Yes. So 1. Good.
So 1.
All right.
Maybe in January I'll go back to 2 or 3 when I have like less on my plate all at the same time.
I have a bag of socks.
You need to clear some sock needles before the sock madness challenge happens.
Oh my gosh, you are so right. I do, because I do.
You'll have just so many pairs if you just finished your second sock.
Yeah, so can you see?
I can. Well, vaguely. I see blobs of color, so I'm assuming they're different softballs.
So, oh, what did I do? I hit a
button.
I hit a button and I just got rid of. Anyways, there we go. Okay. Okay. So I've got some socks. So maybe that should be, what socks should I work on? Ooh. Oh my gosh. I don't want to pull needles out of
projects. That would be bad.
Out of a sock. So I've got, this is the yarn that I dyed.
Okay.
A rusty colored. So it's just a start, a cuff and a start of a leg.
Yeah.
And
God, I love that rusty color. It's so pretty.
I really like that one too. And then there was this one. This is an orange that I dyed, and this is this is a very teeny tiny start of a toe up sock. This is the sock that is in the 52 weeks of socks.
Okay.
Can't remember the name of it, but it had like twisted stitches on the leg.
Okay.
So there's the orange or the rust. And the other one in here. Oh, this was my Life in the Long Grass. So this is kind of a brownie colored one.
Okay, so you got the cuff and a leg
I've
going.
got the cuff, yeah. So I've got a brown. I've got the orange toe up from the 52 weeks of socks.
Okay.
And then I've got my rust.
Are we voting for 1 or 2?
Let's go 1. Let's go 1.
I vote rust.
Okay, well, Kim voted for rust as well.
It's just a really pretty color.
It is. And I wonder if I could ever replicate that. I was going for orange and it didn't turn out orange. So then I just kept layering some colors on top. And it is really a really fun color. Oh, Liz votes for rust.
I don't think the leg is long enough, but we're gonna do that whole awkward slide again. I have no grip. There's socks on my feet.
Another one for rust. Oh, Amber says rust or brown. Okay, so we got
Life in the Long Grass is pretty.
One for the Life in the Long Grass, but so far rust is in the lead. Oh, Sam says rust. Okay, guys, it's looking like rust, isn't it? So this one, the rust one, I think this is the one I was going to do the Fleagle heel on. Because I was going to do that on a sock, and I think, I don't know, I can put it on this one. Oh, Lynn says rust, love the rust. But you are finished with your, well, so yeah, I'm still going to work on Christmas socks, but I'm feeling like I should be in a real sock knitting mode. So, oh, Lynn said, or Jen says, I put the one closest to being finished. Well, that's the rust one. And
that's the rust one.
Pretty sad to say this is the closest to being finished. But that is the rust one. So, okay, maybe that's the one we'll go with. Oh, Lynn says rust, it's gorgeous. Well, I'm so glad you guys like the color. All right, rust it is, and I'm gonna do the Fleagle heel because I had said I was gonna do that. So I want to try that. Susanna, how did you dye the rust colored yarns? It was acid dyes. It was acid dyes. That's everything that I've been dyeing lately has been with acid dyes. It's the final countdown, Amber says. Yep, final countdown. So it looks like rust yarn.
Now, I mean, I am gonna try to peer pressure you into having a finished pair of socks.
Okay.
In the rust.
All right. All right. Sure. We can go for that because
you need those needles.
I do need the needles. Because you're right. Sock Madness is coming up in February to sign up. So
going to be here real soon.
Exciting. Cannot wait. It's a good
and
way.
In February, you'll be getting excited about it while trying to do the
sweater
challenge. So yep. If you're like this month of January will be the month to push to get socks finished. So you've got your needles cleared.
You're right. That's a good way to think about it. Look ahead a couple of months. You're right. This is the time. Yeah. Because then it's sweater knitting, then it is right into Sock Madness, and then it's summer's here again.
Yeah. And I mean, socks you can take with you Christmas Day and you can work on.
Absolutely.
Christmas Day. Yeah. So
yep.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna think you need an FO.
Okay. I can go for an FO because that would be a great way to kick off the
new year. Yeah.
With a FO.
Yeah.
I like that. And so what is the first Thursday? It's got to be just right in.
It's not the first because that's Sunday.
It's the 5th.
Okay.
Okay. January 5th, I'm gonna kick off the year with a finished pair of socks. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think you can.
I can do it. I can do it. Oh, Lynn says, do you podcast every Thursday in February?
Yes,
Yeah,
essentially.
pretty much. Because the first week is our check-in, and then we start. When are we starting?
We never people think we have a plan. Guys, we don't have a plan. We don't, there's no plan. There are 2 weeks in February where we do the sweater challenge.
Yes.
That's
And
as close to a plan as we get.
when we might start it, we might start. Yeah, well, okay, I'm not gonna say date. We'll talk about a date, but yeah, kind of the last two weeks in February, usually.
Give or take, roughly, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, we can figure out that later. Cam says, oh, summer is only December 1st. And I'm tired of being cold already. I know.
It's not going to last that long.
Well, it's been so warm already, right? We got through November with it being really nice. So yeah, we've already got a month down. March.
And technically, winter doesn't start till this month.
Yeah, it hasn't. I think they need
but
to.
But it's over in March. No, you're just doing the tail end of fall. Everybody jumps the gun. They do the same thing in spring too. It's like, oh my God, the temperature went up 4 degrees. It's springtime. I'm like, whoa, people.
I know. You're all just also excited, right?
Where I'm like, it's March. We have a month and a half of snow still. Cool your jets.
I
know.
It's
too early to plant.
I know, but you have to be excited. You have to be thinking ahead. Oh, Liz says she likes the cold weather, so
I'm with Liz. So
yeah.
I'm happy it's here. I got to wear my knits outside today. I didn't want to melt to death.
Well, that's right. You know,
gorgeous.
As knitters, we need to embrace the cold because you might as well, because nothing we can do about it. So yeah, just look at it as a way to wear all of our beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, the little engine that could. Oh yeah, Kim says yeah. So you've got a puppy who needs to exercise. Yeah. So in the winter that makes it chilly, right? But you just need to bundle yourself up with
means you need more knits.
Scarves and mitts and socks, all the things. Okay.
Knitted things.
Yes. Oh, trying. Okay. Well, wait. So finish pair of socks and 2 or 3 strips on your blanket. Okay, that sounds like a good December challenge for us to see. Oh, Amber says cold equals knitting weather. It does, right? When it's cold, then stay inside with some hot chocolate and do some knitting. Absolutely.
Not wrong.
Absolutely. Good stuff. So how's everybody doing with their actual gift knitting? Is anybody finished all their gift knitting? Are some people still working away? I would imagine most people are still working on stuff, right? It's only December 1st.
Yeah.
I still have gift knitting I need to do.
I'm excited to see if you pick some sock colors and do the MCAL.
I want to. I need to do that when we finish.
God, no, Grant.
Here. I've got a couple.
Chair.
I've got 4 balls that I'm looking at that I could use. Let's see how much variation is in 2 of the ones and see if they make the cut or not.
Yeah, because you can run tight on the yardage if you're changing the colors up, because I had leftovers from each of the minis each day.
Okay.
But my main skein was used.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I got lots of colors. Oh, I've got some light blue there. Oh, I've got like 3 shades of blue.
Yeah.
Maybe that would work. I've got some gray. Looking kind of like what my solids are. Oh, I got lots. Oh, I got lots of. Oh, maybe I could just do a solid gray.
Yeah.
I've got lots of a gray over there.
I think
Possibility.
monochrome would be
Okay.
terribly fascinating to see. It's super classy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That would, I've got, oh wait, I'll have to pull them out and then see what I've got. Sounds very exciting. Kim says finished gift knitting. She's working on a hat tonight and then she's laughing. Yeah, I know. No. Well, some people out there, I know there's got to be some people who are finished because they're like super speedy and organized. I just keep adding more things. If I'm done too soon, then I just keep adding more, right? Oh, Sally said she's working on the double dip hat, but it's taking a long time. I'm knitting a pair of Christmas socks tonight using leftover yarn from another pair. That's exciting.
See, the only thing I've got left that's got a sort of semi-deadline is the boyfriend's hat for the niece.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
if I'm honest, the last critical role of the month, I will just do the other dishcloths I need to do and the hot pads I need to do that one night, and I'm done. That is actually the only all the time I require for it.
Okay. So you're pretty much done. Well, who said there? Oh, Nikki. It was Nikki said gifts are done.
Yeah.
Ish, she says.
Yeah, I'm pretty much at the ish stage. There's some tail end little bits, but I don't have anything. I'm not sitting at anything huge because again, I talked to my sibling and I was talking to her about because I love the black stripe in her crochet throw, but the black yarn is really slowing me down. And she went, she's like, decouple it from Christmas. She's like, it looks great. I'm excited to have it. She's like, when it's done and it gets here. It's not a problem. She's like, I asked for a hard color.
Yeah. So you gotta take your time on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the double dip hat is not a quick knit at all, is it, Sally? I think that is going to be one I'm going to have to force myself to sit and do a repeat on kind of every night and then move on to something else. I think if I try to tell myself, oh, I need to sit and work on it for like 4 hours straight, I will just not even pick it up at all. But if I know I'm just going to do a little bit and put it down, a little bit and put it down, I will have to do it because the pattern is really fun and pretty to do. But it's not quick. Hi, Elena. Sam's saying good night. Good night, Sam.
Good night,
I think Susanna's heading out. She said she's gonna go grab a sweater. So anyways, so Nikki said she's pretty much done her gifts except for a hat for hubby and some mitts for the kids.
Yeah, that's a good place to be at the 1st of December.
Oh, so yeah. So Sally said that's exactly what Sally's doing on the double dip. She's doing a repeat a night. It's all her hands can handle. Yeah.
Which I think that's fair.
Yeah, well, that's good. Just
if you need to take the break, take the break. It's so important.
It's only a hat, right? Like what you've got 8 inches of knitting.
Yeah.
9 inches, something, right? Like give or take a little bit.
A repeat a night and you'll still be done before you know it.
Exactly. It won't take long.
Yeah.
So okay, so that means tonight when we're done here, I need to go get the pattern for the MCAL.
Yeah.
I need to pick yarn.
Yeah.
I need to do a repeat on my hat. I need to do an advent whip thingy.
Yeah.
And then watch a Christmas movie.
Yeah, that sounds like a good night.
Yeah, I can do all that. It's 9 o'clock now. That's 3 hours to midnight. I can do all that today.
Well, and if we wrap it up early, which it sounds like we're doing, you could have me for at least 30 minutes before I gotta get ready for Critical Role if you want to throw colors at me.
Ooh.
For the MCAL and talk to me, and we can plan the dates in February at the same time. So
because that'll be here before we know it.
Oh my God, it's like right around the corner. I'm gonna blink and I'll be like, how the do we get to February?
Exactly. I know, right?
Oof. January always just flies by. So probably best if you and I do that super fun planning part, which needs to happen behind the scenes because guys, it's dull. It's boring scheduling. It's like scheduling meetings. It's just boring, guys.
Which we should just
We should just do and get it over with. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, maybe we will do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
That did
Autumn,
finished.
Autumn is here. Oh, Amber's working on her Alaska hat. Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty.
nice.
And yep, Autumn's here. Only have one thing to make. Oh, you only had one thing to make and you finished it yesterday.
Beautiful.
Well, good for you. So now that means you can, like, what are you going to do for the rest of the month? What are you going to cast on?
Cast on for yourself.
Oh my gosh, you
Make
could
things for fun.
yeah, you can make yourself some more Christmas socks. You can make yourself a
Sure.
Christmas sweater. You
Sure.
could do anything.
You have the whole
Ah,
month. Yeah. You're in a very good place. You're in a very good place.
yeah. Oh, Val is finishing a second sock and a Musselburgh hat. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yep. Oh, that's fun. I've got a hat to work on tonight. Oh, I have all the things, but now I got the MCAL. I should pick yarn for that, shouldn't I? Most definitely I should. And then, oh, that'll be fun. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yes, Sally, our Fiber Friends Ornament Challenge starts today because it's December 1st.
Would a Christmas tree topper count as an ornament?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I got a new Christmas tree. And it occurred to me that I don't have a Christmas tree topper.
Oh, yeah, that definitely. I would love to see something like that.
So I'm gonna have to figure out something to make here in the house that can make a Christmas tree topper.
A humongous pom-pom.
No.
Oh, you are no fun at all.
I am what was I saying on the podcast last week or this week? I'm indifferent about pom-poms. I'm indifferent. Like I don't hate them, but I don't like them. It's a true neutral. But I'm not gonna make them because it's a true neutral. And I want stuff on my Christmas tree to be things that bring me joy. Not things that I'm like, meh.
Yeah, not neutral, but that makes sense. See, pom-poms bring me joy.
In which case, yes.
Yeah.
I saw a Christmas tree at your house with a giant pom-pom on the top of it. It makes total sense to me.
It would, wouldn't it?
That's your thing.
Nikki's asking, oh yeah, Sally says anything to put on your tree, which I would agree. Nikki's asking, does a stocking count as ornaments? They are ornamental until they are functional, but it's
not really on the tree though. That's more of a fireplace mantle thing.
Yeah,
I would say that's more decoration. It's more decorative than ornamental.
But it's still, it's not. I mean,
it's seasonal.
It's seasonal. I mean, I would say sure, because it's not wearable. It's usable, but it's not wearable, right?
No, it's not wearable, but really, a definition of ornament, is it just that it's not wearable?
Well, pretty much, I think.
Because I mean, I did see the Instagram reel today where it was like the view of a Christmas ornament just before it dies, and it was a cat coming into frame. Accurate.
Yeah. But I think so. I mean, if you want to do a stocking, like I would say like a little mini stocking.
If you do a mini stocking, then you can hang that on a tree.
It could hang on.
That would totally count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can still be ornamental. Yeah. Oh, Cheryl's here. She says yes. Hi, Cheryl.
There you go.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm not in charge of what you guys do.
Because it's not wearable.
Yeah, I was thinking like stocking.
Yeah. Well, if you want to do a full stocking, yeah, that's what I'm thinking she's meaning.
But if you're talking like
a Christmas
stocking, then yeah. But I mean, if you're talking like sweater,
I think
same idea. Like if you make an ornamental sweater for the Christmas tree, then yeah, that would be an ornament, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that definitely does too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you want to do a Christmas stocking, because it's not wearable, I would say that. And Cheryl is agreeing. So yep.
There you go.
Cast her on. Cast it on. Oh, okay. Alice Griff 79 says she's got to go. I'm so glad. Oh, it's 2 a.m. in the UK.
Oh my goodness, that's late.
Some of you, yeah, because Elena's here and it's probably about the same time for her too. So
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm so glad you joined us. It was so fun chatting with you.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping me decide what blanket.
Yeah. Oh, I know. See, December is just starting the whole brand new month of knitting fun.
Yeah.
Jocelyn's MCAL, Fiber Friends, Ornament Challenge.
I know.
Yep.
Watch as I keep working on Wildflower Wool's November challenge.
Yes, that has closed. I haven't technically closed the I haven't closed the Ravelry thread for the Fiber Friends.
Louise, you know me. I never enter to win. That's not.
I know. Well,
that's not my thing.
Well, it's not really mine here either, right? It's just to do it and have fun and chat, see what everybody else is working on. Oh, Elena's saying it's 3 a.m. Yes, because it's 9 o'clock here, so it's 3 a.m.
Yeah, we're just after 8 p.m. here. So
yeah. Well, at least Elena, your house must be quiet. Having some peace and quiet with the kids sleeping.
That'll help.
Yeah, Nikki says more knitting than an ornament, and it is an ornament. Oh, and it is ornamental. It is. Yes. But yeah, if you want to do all that knitting, I think it totally counts.
See, every year I keep thinking I should make some Christmas balls from the Annie and Carlos Christmas ball book, which I have.
Yep.
But I never do.
I have the book and it's just kind of like a coffee table book. Just flip through it and look at it every Christmas.
All the pretty pictures.
Yeah. I have knit one ball out of it. So I have actually used it. But yeah, I always think I want to do more balls, but then I never quite get around to doing them. But you never know. Maybe this year I'll get at least one or two done. One for my tree would be nice, and one for my daughter. I gave Anita one, was that last year or the year before? I gave her one for solstice. So I might do that this year too. I think
I need to get ready for the State of the Whip recording I have to do, because my first video goes up on the 14th for that.
Oh, yes. So yeah, I feel like I need to sit down with the December calendar and pencil all of these projects in and give them all an allotted time. So
that's what I tend to do.
Feel like I have an organization here.
It helps me.
It's the first day of the month, so I can still feel like I am have a hope of getting it done and not feel behind or anything right out of the gate.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I think that's what I will go work on now, is just kind of organizing my month, see what I'm going to do, and find yarn for the MCAL and needles. Oh goodness, I'm going to need needles.
I used 4mm on fingering, but I need 4mm on fingering to get gauge. So you might need to go smaller. Most people I suspect have gone smaller than I have.
I think I actually will be okay for that. I think because I'll probably do a 3.5 or 3. Yeah. 3.5 or 3.75 is, I think, what I would go. And I think I actually have one of those empty that I can just, I have access to right away. So we don't have to do any looking. So I might even be able to cast it on tonight.
Well, guys.
All right. Well, maybe we better wrap it up then, because we are. Yes, we are a little bit. Well, it's past 9, so it's past 8 your time.
Past 8 my time.
Yep. All right, so we've got
a jelly roll and a finished sock.
All right, a finished sock. Okay, that's being really optimistic, but that's all right. We can. We
dream big here, man. We dream big.
We can go with that. Oh yeah, Amber's gonna head out. She's heading to sleep. I'll see you again soon. Take it easy. All right.
Right.
Well, yeah, I think we're gonna head out so I can get my yarn sorted out here and cast on tonight, because that is going to be so fun. Well, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for voting for our new project. We will be back. So December 15th is the mid-month motivation.
Sure.
So I think as long as that works for you.
Works for me.
Because really it's a Thursday night, so I would just be coming home to sit in it anyways, so we might as well
Might
chat.
as well chat.
And it'll be getting close to Christmas, so maybe I will be, like trying to knit on a hat or something that is a gift knit.
I foresee some Eric sock knitting in your future.
That I know, I gotta work on that too, because I really want to get that done for him to wear over Christmas. So, all right, everybody. Well, thanks so much. This has always been lots of fun chatting with y'all. So I'm going to just find the right screen here so I can say goodnight. And we
I
will.
shall wave.
Okay, everybody, have a fantastic rest of your week and have a great weekend because it's Thursday night, which means that the weekend is just around the corner.
It is.
So we will see you all.
Celebrate International Disability Day. It's this Saturday.
Very good. That is something to definitely be aware of. Okay, guys, have